This conference will now be recorded.
Yeah, once again, very good morning and thanks for being joining. Yesterday we discussed what are the major prerequisites to install any one of the SQL Server. Like if you get opportunity to install 2012 or 14 or 16 or 17 or 19 or 2022, what are the major things we need to look into before we go and install the SQL Server? And we discussed a little bit about what is instance and how many types of instance are available. That is what we we discuss, and what are the mostly today we are learning the standalone installation, not SQL on cluster installation. Standalone is nothing but independent server. Okay, if something happened to your server or something happened to any happen, entire your SQL server will goes down when you go to the standalone SQL installation. Okay, so SQL on cluster will discuss later, most probably after 1 month. Next month we will discuss how to build SQL on cluster, how to build always on availability group with live demos. Now, sir, almost we are good at sorry pre-installation steps. Now let's go on install SQL Server 2022. Basically, in real world. Okay, basically in real world. So mostly all your setup files, all your binary files, setup files will be available at one location in your real world. Okay, or you may contact your application team to map the image SQL Server setup image to the server. So two things will ask. One thing is either they will keep everything in the network folder, either they will keep everything in the network folder, all your setup files like 22 or 19, 17, 16, everything. So SQL related setup files they will keep in the network folder. Okay, network folder. Or or you can ask your application team uh, to map the iOS to map the image SQL Server setup file to the server. Two things here. One thing is either you they will keep everything in the network folder. You can try to copy it into the server and perform the installation. One thing is. Second thing is either you can talk to your application team to map the setup file to the server. How it will looks like once they map, this is how it will looks like, sir. So they will map the setup file to the server. You no need to worry. Okay, you no need to worry. They will map the setup file to the server, or you need to copy the setup file. So for example, this is my file location. Okay, so assume that this is my file location. Okay, you can copy from this location to the server. So every time make sure that you need to copy the setup file to the server for safe installation. Okay, don't try to install from the network folder itself. That is not a best practice. That means this is your network folder. So from this folder, uh, the people who don't know anything about what is network folder, how to create the network folder, next week I'm going to discuss about the log shipping. Under the log shipping, I will show you how to create the network folder, how to access the network folder. Okay, so it's look like normal only, sir. For example, this is the folder. Okay, you can right click and you can go to the properties and you can go to the sharing and you can create this as a network folder, so that you can share this network path to anyone, so that they can access this folder from different server. So for example, why mostly we'll create the network folder means if we wanted to copy something from one server to another server, we can create the network folders, or in real world you can also use the robocopy. So we'll try to use the robocopy tool as well. Mostly they will keep into three scenarios. One more is uh, you may find the URLs, so where the setup files are available in SharePoints. Okay, you need to go to that URL, and whatever respective version you wanted to download, you can download directly to the server. Okay, so I told you right yesterday, once you got the ticket to install SQL Server, first try to connect to the server, sir. So for example, if you wanted to connect to the server, any server, this is your local, this is your uh, official laptop, sir. This is your official laptop. uh, you will connect to the official laptop, and you will open Outlook, Teams, and everything. You are working your regular work. Assume you got a ticket to install SQL Server on so and so server. Then what you will do? You will open run command from your laptop, and mstsc -v and server name, server name, or you can directly open mstsc. mstsc stands for Microsoft Terminal Server Console. Is nothing but RDP, sir. From one server to another server, how you will connect? Via RDP. Via RDP. So first you need to RDP to the server once you receive the ticket, because maybe sometimes Windows team will forget to grant the permission to the server. Without connecting server, how you can install SQL, sir? So first you need to connect to the server. Once you receive the ticket, first you need to connect to the server and verify all the disks. Once you connect, just open the task manager and see what is my, how many CPUs are assigned, how many CPUs are assigned, how much of memory, what are the disks are available. Verify whether you are able to see all the disk or not. Everything you need to double check once. Okay, everything you need to double check once. So and also copy the setup file. Then you can go and create a ticket to the service account, go on and wait for until the service account has been created, until the service account has been created. So once you received any bill ticket, what you need to do? First, you need to connect to the server, verify you are able to access or not, and verify CPU, memory, and all the disk. And disk letters also very important, sir. G for data files, L for log file, okay, T for tempdb, Z for backup. So you will follow one strategy, right? Whether that strategy has been implemented on that server or not, you should verify. Double check once. Okay, in case anything is missing, you can contact the Windows team. You can contact the Windows team. They will help you on that part. And also copy the setup files, sir. This is the first thing you need to do. Later you can go and create the service account request. So most probably it will take 24 hours, sir. Most probably it will take 24 hours. But sometimes your application team is so hurry, and they will request, we need urgent SQL Server installation. So tell them, okay, on urgent basis, we will install SQL Server with local accounts, with the local accounts. Okay, once a service account has been created, you need to provide the downtime to update the service account, to update the service account. So that is also very rare case, sir. Sometimes very rare case your application team is so hurry and they want SQL installation on the fly, and y- you need to create the service account. That will take almost 1 day sometimes, and you need to again register the service account to the CyberArk. That may take some time. So you should not wait because we don't have time. So in that scenario, you can go and install the SQL Server with the local accounts, with the local accounts. Later we can change the to the service accounts. Make a sense, everyone? So first thing what you need to do, you need to first take the RDP. You need to first take the RDP to the server, verify all the CPU, memory, disk partition, everything, copy the setup file, create the service account request, and keep the ticket in the pending, sir. Or just keep the ticket in, just try to keep the ticket in pending so that your clock will stop. Otherwise, your clock is keep on running. Okay, so update the same in the ticket notes. So we have verified server access, we copied the setup file, we created the service account request, we are waiting for service account request. Every time your ticket need to be up to date. Okay, every time your ticket need to be up to date. Why it is taking more time? Okay, no worries, it will take more time. Okay, so now You already copy the setup file. Okay, now let's go here. Okay, let's go to the D drive. So I already copied the setup file, sir. Okay, I already copied to the setup file. Try to open the setup file, sir. Once you open the setup file, once you open the setup file, you will see certain folders. One is DAST, one is resources, one is the tool, one is 64. Again, sir, in olden days, okay, in olden days, we are having 32-bit operating system. Now, no more 32-bit operating systems, sir. Mostly, you will get a chance to work with the 64-bit operating system. Yes or no? When you open your MS Info 32, here you will see, sir. Okay, your server is registered with where it is. Yeah, 64-bit operating system. Okay, mostly nowadays all your operating systems are getting with 64-bit operating system. Not anymore in 32, sir, but you may also get a chance to install SQL on 32-bit operating system. So when you get a chance to install 32-bit operating system, what are the differences you will notice? That we will discuss in the advanced level over the memory troubleshooting. Okay, as of now, no need to worry. Mostly 98% you never get a chance to install SQL on 32-bit operating system. Now, no more Caesar, only 64-bit operating system. But if you go to the go to SQL Server 2000, so for example, if I go to the SQL Server 2005 setup file, you will see both 64-bit operating system along with 86-bit operating system, okay, along with Itanium operating system. Olden days, sir, but no more these are. Only we are using 64-bit operating system. Okay, so what is the major difference you will notice with the 32-bit operating system along with 64-bit operating system? We'll discuss in advanced level memory, sir. As of now, no need to worry. So you should copy the setup file first. So once you copy the setup file to the server, okay. So when you open the setup file, you will see 64-bit, you will see tools, you will see the resources, you will see REG dist, you will see the 1033 ENU LP, couple of folders along with in real world, sometimes you will see enterprise standard you will see a folder name called enterprise, you will see the folder name called standard. In case what is the edition your application team is requesting, okay, in case standard you need to copy the standard folder, sir. Okay, you need to go to the standard folder and you need to double click on the setup file, sir. Please be careful. Okay, please be careful when you are get opportunity to copy to the server. Try to copy whatever edition you want to install on the server. Don't by mistakenly don't copy like enterprise or standard or enterprise. So please be careful which edition your application team is requesting. You need to copy only that folder in real world. In real world. Okay, that is a one thing, sir. And one more hint I can suggest. Okay, so before you install SQL Server, okay, go to the registry for save sites, sir. This is for again safety. Okay, go to the registry and take the backup of entire your registry, sir. Go to the files, export, and go to the desktop and save, sir. REG edit something some name, sir. So for save side, this is also for save side. I am requesting copy the registry key because sometimes in worst scenarios our SQL Server installation will get fails. Okay, in that scenario, again you need to uninstall whatever been installed in SQL Server. Sometimes your uninstallation is also getting failed due to registry entries. That time it will make more challenge, sir. That time what you need to do, sometimes some SQL related files are available in registries. Due to that, your SQL installation is not uninstalling, sir. In that scenario, you can again export the registries whatever you take in the backup. That time, sir, again, not after 1 day or 2 days or 3 days. Only that time you can again export the registries with the help of your Windows team. Because on one couple of scenarios, sir, we struggle a lot. We are uninstalling. Again, the service is backing to the. So, for example, how you will install control panel. Why I'm telling to uh, take the registry backup, right? So what we will do, we will choose the setup file. We will choose the SQL Server setup file, and we'll try to uninstall it. I am uninstalling again after 2 seconds. Again, the service is backing to here. I'm uninstalling again. It is backing. I'm uninstalling it, again. It is backing. Due to there is some dependencies are available in the registries, so this service is not properly uninstalling. So now what you need to do? You need to go to the control panel. Okay, you need to go to the registry keys, right click on here, click on find, search for SQL or SSIS, SSRS, database engine, replication. You need to use that kind of keywords and find. It will search. Now what you need to do? You need to go to the every key. Okay, there is no SQL. Again here, there is no SQL. There is no SQL. Okay, go to here. There is no SQL. This is how you need to go and delete that key, sir. This is how you need to delete. It will take a lot of time. Almost we spend 4 to 5 hours to delete the registries. To uninstall one service, don't delete others, sir. You need to delete wherever you see the SQL keyword, analysis keyword, reporting keyword, integration service keyword, key, okay, keyword. So that is how the hard when you wanted to dealing with the registries. So that is the reason I'm telling, take the backup of registry before you install the SQL server. If something goes wrong, okay, no need to worry, you can overwrite the registries. You can overwrite the registries back. Clear, everyone? Are you there? Hmm?
Yes,
No?
Subbu.
Yes?
Yes. Yes, yes.
Okay. That is the one thing, sir. Now, once you taken the backup of registries and your disks are fine, your RAM is fine, your CPU is fine, you copied the setup file. Now you are good to install the SQL Server. You are good to install the SQL Server. So what you will do? Now you will double click on the setup file and click on yes. Sir, as of now, how you need to download means, okay, go to the Google and search for SQL Server 2000, SQL Server download, sir. Just SQL Server download. So you will get the Microsoft block. Open the Microsoft block. Okay. So how you need to download? Then click on SQL Server on premises. SQL Server on premises. Forget about Azure, forget about Edge. So we need to download the SQL Server for on premises. 1 second, sir. Just hold for 5 minutes, okay?
This
Yes.
Uh,
conference will now be recorded.
okay. Now, sir. So once you open this block, go to SQL Server on premises. Okay. Then provide your details. Provide your details. Okay. Choose any random organization, sir. Like mention IBM, TCS, or anything. For example, IBM. Okay, choose India as a location and size as 1000 plus and DBA, role is a DBA and mention India. Okay, and mention your number. Now click on download. Once you click on download, you will get one set of file. Okay, so you will get one set of file. Just click on download. So once you download this set of file, copy this one. Sorry, not copy. Open this one. Okay, now this is evaluation edition, sir. Like almost it is a enterprise level. Uh, it will valid for 6 months. After 6 months, again you need to uninstall the SQL Server. Again you need to reinstall the SQL Server on your server. Every 6 months it will expire. You need to uninstall, again reinstall. Lifelong you can access the SQL Server. Now just what you need to do, click on download media and choose the ISO file and choose where you wanted to save your file location. Then click on start download. Almost this file size will be 1.3 to 1.4 GB. Okay, one below 1.5 GB, sir. Okay, so you need to download the setup file once. Got you, everyone? Yes, no?
Sir, what is
Yes,
cap
Subbu.
file and what is the ISO file?
Sorry?
Like, I mean, there are two options. One is ISO and one is cap file, right?
ISO files are usually it's a mount file. It's more encrypted format ISO file. Okay, even our OS is also will be ISO files, which are encrypted. Okay, so everything you will keep under one location. See, when you extract this one like a zip file, you know about zip file, right? We'll create one folder, one will place everything in that folder, and we'll zip the folder. Like same ISO file also same, sir. Mount file. You can extract that file and you can perform whatever you want. Okay, so in real world, mostly we never download the setup file like this, sir. Again, no, sir. Either uh, two things: either they already keep in the network folder, or okay, or you need to ask your application team to copy the setup file to the server, or you need to go to the browser and go to the URL and download the setup file from the portal. Three mechanisms you will follow. You never download the setup file like how we are downloading in our local laptop. Okay, that point everyone make a note down. Once you copied the setup file, and once you double click on this one, you will get the format like this. Now just click on setup file. Once you click on setup file, once you click on setup file, this is how your setup file looks like. So what are the major things, sir? One is .NET Framework 3.5 along with the .NET Framework latest version. That is one mandatory thing, sir. You need to be careful. Okay, apart from nothing, sir, here. Just close everything now here. Okay, now this is how your setup file looks like. Once you open, you will see planning, you will see installation, you will see maintenance, you will see the tools, resources, advanced, and options. Okay, now as we need to install the SQL Server, first let me see what is in the planning, sir. In the planning, you can run system configuration checker once. It will check entire your configuration and it will throw any warnings or failed or errors in case if it is noticed any system level configuration. Uh, Make this as a best habit. It won't make any harm. Just click on system configuration checker. Now almost okay, 8 things it verified, whether setup admin having restart the computer, Windows management instructions. Okay, almost 8 checks it has been done, and 8 checks has been passed. 8 checks has been passed. There is no issue with your installation at Windows configuration level. Now we are good. Now click on cancel. Okay, or click on OK. It won't make anything, sir. Now what you need to do is go to the installation. Go to the installation. Here, a couple of things you will see a little bit differences are when you compare with SQL Server 2014 and when you compare with SQL Server 2016. So let me go to the D drive. Okay, let me complete the first installation, sir. Okay, later we'll discuss all that comparison. Okay, now here I told you, right, we will perform two installations. One is standalone installation, standalone. Okay, one is cluster installation. Okay, as of now, we are installing standalone installation. If someone will ask you what is the major difference between standalone SQL and clusters, SQL and cluster, SQL and cluster means only one major difference, sir. If you go to the standalone SQL, you can store your data in the local disk. In the local disk, like whenever you open the computer, you will see C drive, D drive, E drive, F drive, like that, right? You can store your data in the local drives when you install the standalone. But if you go to the cluster, okay, you can't store your data in the local disk. You need shared disks. You need shared disks, sir. As of now, no need to worry. We'll create the shared disk and we'll try to install SQL on cluster as well with the practical. As of now, no need to worry. What is the major difference you will notice? If you go to the standalone, if you go to the cluster, in the cluster, we can't store our data in the local. You need to install over the shared disks. Okay, but when you go to the standalone, you can store your data in the local disk. Getting my point, everyone? One of the major differences. And standalone means within this server, sir. If something happened to this hardware, then SQL gone. If something happened to if something anything happen, entire your application will goes down, sir. When you install SQL, when you install standalone. Okay, but why, Subbu, we are installing standalone? Okay, so going forward, you will come to know, sir, what are the major advantages with the standalone. Okay, now no more you will see SQL unclustered, sir. Almost it is a old mechanism. Now no one is using, mostly no one is preferring to install SQL uncluster. Everyone is performing standalone SQL only. Everyone is performing standalone SQL. Why? We'll see, sir, one by one. On day one, it's very difficult to understand. Okay, we'll see one by one. So once you click on installation, so what installation your application team is expecting from you? SQL on cluster on standalone. For example, I need to install SQL on standalone, sir. Now you need to click on SQL on standalone. So once you click on SQL on standalone, you can minimize this one. You will get one more window, sir. You will get one more new window. Okay, now what it will do, it will verify any updates are available. If you are having internet connection, someone may ask a question, internet connection is mandatory to install SQL Server? No, sir, no need, because no database servers will maintain the internet. So for safety purpose, we'll disable the internet, sir. We don't maintain any internet, but for couple of projects even internet will be available. In case if internet is available, it will just verify any updates are available for this setup file from via internet. Otherwise, no worries, you can just click on next. You can just click on next. If internet is not mandatory to install the SQL Server, in case internet is available, it will just verify the any updates are available. Now currently everything is fine, sir. Warning you can ignore. In case any failed, you need to troubleshoot. Now currently there is no failed, sir. Okay, everything is good. Now you can just click on next. Now perform a new installation of SQL Server 2022. If you wanted to install new, then you need to go this option. No, you already installed SQL Server, you wanted to add the feature to the existing installation, then you need to go to this option, sir. Here two things. One is, if you wanted to perform new installation, you need to choose this option. If you want to already the SQL installation, so in my laptop, one, two, three instances already running. If I wanted to add some features to this installation, then you need to go for add features to the existing instance, instance. Okay, now as of now we are installing new SQL installation. We need to choose this option, sir. In case if you wanted to add any feature, then you need to click on this one. You need to click on this one. Currently I need to install new installation, right? Just go and select the perform new installation, then click on next. Now, okay, in real world, okay, most of the cases we will see the product key, sir. You never choose like here standard edition or enterprise edition or evaluation edition, sir. Mostly you will get the product key by default. By default, within the setup file, it will get the along with the product key. You no need to worry. In case if product key is not getting, okay, then you can reach out to your application team to provide the product key. That will be 16 digits, sir. 16 digits it will be. So based on that product, sir, this now you may ask one question. See, this is a setup file. This is one setup file. Okay, once I open the setup file, in this setup file, I can install as a evaluation edition. I can install as a developer edition. I can install as a express edition. Express edition. I can also install this setup file as a enterprise edition. I can also install as a standard edition with help of product key. With help of product key, only one set of files, sir. You can make it as a enterprise, you can make it as a standard, you can make it as a evaluation, you can make it as a developer, you can make it as a express by choosing the right product key or by choosing the right edition, which edition you want to install on this machine. So product key makes the decision like whether it is a standard or whether it is a enterprise installation. Getting my point, everyone? Are you there? So if someone, very rare case you may get this question, sir. So when you are installing SQL Server, how we can conclude that whether it is a standard installation or whether it is an enterprise installation based on the product key. Based on the product key, okay, that will fit for standard edition, that will fit for enterprise edition. Got you? Everyone, are you there?
Yes, Subbu. Yes.
Yes.
Now, as of now, I am choosing the evaluation edition, sir. Okay. Now click on next. Sir, in real world, you will choose the product key and by default you will get the product key. Either it can be standard edition or it can be enterprise edition. It can be enterprise edition, sir. Now as of now, I'm choosing the evaluation edition and just click on next. Okay, once you click on next, accept the license term, accept the license terms, okay, everything, and just click on licenser. We already discussed about the license, right? So based on your volume licensing, so Microsoft is going to track, like means based on this key, Microsoft is going to track everything, sir. With based on this key only, Microsoft is going to track everything. Okay, then click on next. Now, okay, this is the new window. This is the new window you will see when you are installing SQL Server 2022, not in before 2022, sir. Okay, this window is newly added. This window is newly added only on SQL Server 2022. No more you will see before SQL Server 2022 like 2019, 2017, 2016, 14, 12, 8, 8R2. There is no window called Azure extension for SQL Server. Getting my point? Are you there? As of now, just uncheck this one, sir. Again, I will come SQL Server 2000 installation once you are strong at SQL, sir. When we are installing clusters, right? When we are installing clusters, again I will come the installation. Again I will add some more points so that in that time you are so understandable of SQL, sir. As of now, currently, it's very difficult to understand all these terminologies. What is the service principal? What is Azure subscription? What is a resource group? We don't know what is Azure firstly. Okay, so when we are discussing clusters, I will explain about Azure, then we'll go for clusters, right? Then you can understand if I'm saying something, you can understand easily, sir. What is the tenant ID? What is the region? What is the resource group? What is Azure subscription ID? As of now, no need to worry, sir. Just ignore this option. But if someone is asking what is the difference between 2019 and 2018 under installation, means you can tell Microsoft added one new window called Azure extension for SQL Server. Make a note, sir. Everyone, are you there? Okay.
Yes, Subbu.
Yes,
Yes.
Subbu.
Just explain. This window has been added. As of now, no need to worry, sir. Just skip this option. Again, in advanced level, we'll discuss about this option along with what are the major enhancement done on the SQL Server 2022 also. We'll discuss, sir. Then click on next. Forget about that window. This window is very, very important, sir. Okay, this window is very, very important. Okay, so uh, what are the features you wanted to install in this server? So one is database engine, sir. So when you go to the features, there are two things, sir. One is shared features, one is instance features. Sir, shared features is nothing but one time installation, sir. If you install one time, that is good for all the installation, no need to again install, sir. This is the shared features. For example, uh, uh, in my laptop I'm already having three instances, right? Okay, for first time when you are installing SQL Server, you selected all the shared features. Okay, next time if you installing on the same mission, no need to select, sir. No need to select. Only one time you need to select. That is nothing but shared features. But when you go for instance features, every time you need to install. When you are installing new installation, you need to select these features. Instance features are nothing but when you are installing, okay, when you're installing new SQL installation, you need to again install the instance features. But shared features only once on one server. Only once on one server, sir. No need to install every time. No need to install every time. That is nothing but shared features. Okay, shared features. So as a database administrator, whatever I'm highlighting, those are very important, sir. Mostly 95% you will select these options. One is database engine, nothing but this, sir. Database engine, that is what we discuss a lot. Database engine is a key component. One is the database engine. One is replication. So when you are, if you wanted to configure replication, you need to install the replication feature, sir. Replication. Okay, replication. Replication. One is full text catalog. Okay, sir. Full text catalog will ask by application team, sir. Okay, it is like an index, sir. Couple of features I am not explaining anything here because that I will explain in the future, sir. In going forward. Okay, so just select whatever we are highlighting. Those options are very, very important. One is SQL Server database engine service. One is SQL Server application. In case your application team is asking full text service, you need to select, sir. Otherwise, you can ignore it. Okay, this is not a mandatory. You need to install. Full text is nothing but it's like a indexer index. You know about, everyone mostly know about the index, right? So for example, if you buy the textbook, if you buy the spectrum, okay, the first page is the index page, right? Yes or no? Are you there?
Right, Subbu. Yes.
Yeah. If you don't have the index, what will happen, sir? Your data retrieval is very, very slow, right? If I ask something, there is no index, you need to read entire book, right? Yes. So that is how our
Yes,
indexes
yes.
will work. No worries, we have the separate session almost 5 days. We'll discuss about the indexes. Indexes will plays very crucial role, very crucial role, sir. As of now, no need to worry. In case if they are asking, you need to check this box. Otherwise, you can ignore and choose the data quality service, sir. Couple of services are very important, and those are dependency services, like I mentioned in the PPT as well, sir. Couple of services like data quality service, client tool connectivity, okay, client tool backend compatibility, client tool SDK, SQL Server connectivity, distributor relay client, distributor relay control, master data services. Couple of services are very important. Again, very important, sir. Okay, these are default. You can select. It won't make any harm because these specially says a client tool connectivity tool will help you to connectivity. So when you wanted to try to connectivity from .NET to SQL to .NET, okay, this tool will help us lot to extend your connectivity. To extend your connectivity. See, client tool includes the components for communication between the client and server client tool. So, and client tool backend compatibility, backward compatibilities, like any backward compatibility features that need to work. So this tool will help us lot to work with the backward compatibilities. Okay, like SQL distributed management object. Okay, decision support object. These are again, sir, lot of internal tools are available. Okay, will I need to remember everything? No need, sir, it's very difficult to remember. So these features will help us lot to make your SQL installation, to make your SQL connectivity, to make your SQL work very smoothly, and it won't make any harm. It won't make any harm, sir. You can select this features. It will make your SQL to work very smoothly, like client tool connectivity, client tool backend, client tool SDK. SDK is like a software development kit, sir. Okay, so especially when you are working with SSIS, that's what, sir. In day one, the people who are first time, it's very difficult to understand all these terminologies. Okay, going forward in keep on our journey, you will get all this information and you will become stronger, sir. As of now, just try to remember. Okay, if you select this option, it won't make any harm. You can aram say go and select these features. Aram say you can go and select the features. It won't make any harm. So client tool SDKs, SQL connectivity SDK. This SDKs are nothing but software development kits, sir. So especially when you are working with Visual Studio, especially when you are working with Visual Studio, especially when you are working with the data tools, these client tools will help us lot to make smoother connectivity. Getting my point? Visual
Understood.
Studio, data tools. Okay, so these tools will help us out. So what I mean to say is when you are installing SQL Server, okay, so analysis service, integration service, full text service, polybase, machine level language, okay, integration service. Whenever your application team is asking, you need to select, sir. Rest everything you can select. Rest everything you can select, sir. W- again make a note, sir. Sorry, make a note. Analysis service, reporting service, integration service, polybase, polybase, mission level language, Python. So when you are installing SQL Server 2019, you will see Python language, you will see R language. So when you are installing SQL Server 2019, okay, let's 1 second, sir, to make more clear. SQL Server 2019 installation step by step. You will get lots of blocks where they will mention the images, sir. Scroll down, scroll down. Same, sir. You need to download. What happened? Go to here, go to the setup file, go to developer edition or enterprise edition, click on next, click on next, click here the feature. See, in 2008-19 you will see mission level language, R language, Python language, Java language. Okay, so whenever your application team is asking, you need to select the mission level language, sir. Means I can run the R language directly in SQL Server. I can run Python language directly in SQL Server. I can run Java program in SQL Server directly. So if you install R language, if you install Python language, if you install Java language, okay. So Microsoft enhanced a lot actually in the installation. He integrated mission level language into the SQL Server. He integrated Polybase into the SQL Server. Polybase is nothing but Hadoop, sir. Hadoop, big data clusters. Okay, so if you are working with the big data clusters, okay, Hadoop clusters, you can install Polybase. If you are working mission level language, you can install. Sir, that is our task only again, not any other. As a DBA, you need to install Polybase. As a DBA, you need to install mission level language. As a DBA, you need to install, sir. You need to configure. As a DBA, we need to configure. So mostly till now, 95% no one asks this, sir. SQL itself is a tough. Again, we don't want to make more complex on SQL, but you may get a chance to work with the Polybase, not with the mission level language, not like a Python or R language, but you may get a chance to work with the Polybase. Going forward, time being, we'll discuss about the Polybase in the big data clusters. Okay, so except mission level language, Polybase, analysis, integration, and reporting, sir. Reporting, you can select all the features. It won't make any harm. Getting my point? I told you, right? So client tool connectivities, backend tool connectivities, client tool SDKs, SQL connectivities, distribution relays, master data service. These are dependency service to make your SQL run very smoothly. So you can say go and select these features without any doubts. Okay, except Polybase, full text, machine level language, analysis service, reporting service, and integration service. Make a note, sir. Everyone, are you there?
Yes, Subbu, yes.
Yes, Subbu.
Okay, now I can select the database engine service, replication service, data quality service. Already data quality client and master data service already installed, sir, because in my laptop already I'm having three different instances, right? So by default I already installed, I selected. Sir, I will take a separate session for analysis service, integration service, reporting services. As of now, no need to worry, sir. As of now, no need to worry. There is a separate six sessions you will get it, sir. How to install integration service, how to install analysis service, what activities as a DBA you will perform. You must and should know, sir. Analysis service you must and should know. Not development, sir. I am not discussing anything about development, but as a DBA, what are the things you need to take care about analysis service, about integration service, about reporting services. That part we are going to cover as of now. No need to worry. Make sense, everyone?
Sir, what is master data services?
Oh, it's also like dependencies, sir. Okay, quality like it's like for example, if I go to the description. Okay, so master data service is enable you manage the master set of your organization data. You can organize the data into the model, create the rules, update the data, and control. See, basically, when you deep dive into the SQL, sir, when you deep dive into the SQL Server, so we have system databases. We have system databases like master, model, MSDB, TempDB. So master model database will plays one of the crucial role. while you were creating a database, right? For that, it is somewhat the backbone, sir. Getting my point? Yes. Okay. See, modeling, sir. Basically, developers will do lots of modeling. Okay. So when the developers perform the uh, master database design. So, for example, if you go to the database, there is a concept called design database diagrams. So they will do the modeling. Your developers. Okay. When they are doing the modeling, when they are doing the modeling, your data they're dealing with the data only, right? Your developers, not you. As a DPA, you are not doing anything. You are not playing with the database diagrams. But if you know that, that will boost your resume like anything, sir. Okay. ER diagrams, technically you can call it as ER diagrams. Okay. Not you, sir. Your developers will do lot many things in the backend. As a DBA, you are just installing, but basically most of the things are doing by the developers. You are just installing the SQL servers. You are just maintaining the SQL services as a DBA. But lot many things are doing by the developers. Mostly tomorrow I'm going to take one session for development. Okay, what exactly developers are doing? Not in depth, sir. Okay, but little bit, because you mustn't should know what developers are doing. Okay, so when developers are designing, modeling, data modelings, this service will help lot in the backend, sir. Like I told you, right? For connectivity purpose, these tools are helping. For software development kit like Azure Data Studio, uh, okay, Visual Studios, this tool will help, right? Like same when they are doing modeling, this service will help us lot in the backend. Yeah. Yes. No.
Yes, Subbu.
Yes, sir.
Again, sir, each service having different thing, but again, if you go and start deep diving, installation itself will take a lot of time for us. Okay, but as of now, as a DBS, we must and should know couple of things, sir. All these shade features, especially I'm just dealing with the shade features, sir. All these shade features, especially shade features, will help us lot to run your SQL very smoothly. That you should make a note down, sir. Instance features are nothing but each feature having separate responsibility. Each feature is having separate responsibility. So choose the features whatever you want, then click on. Before that, sir, basically all our SQL related binary files will go to the C drive as a standard. We'll keep everything in the C drive, but couple of organization they won't keep in C drive, sir, for best practices, because if something happened to my operating system, you will format the C drive, right? You will format the C drive if something happened, right? So even binary files also they will keep in the separate drive, sir. Very rare case you will see. That is a one of the good practice also we need to make, sir. Because if something happen, first we will play with the C drive only if something goes wrong. So to avoid that one, you can keep in the separate drive. So for example, I wanted to keep in the D drive. I wanted to keep everything in the D drive, sir. Then click on next. Click on next. Now, sir, here I told you, right? When you are installing first time, mostly you will get the default instance. So when you select the default instance, uh, it will mention MS SQL Server. But when you are trying to connect, you will connect with the server name, sir. When you are trying to connect, you will connect with the server name. But when you are installing, it 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 will display MS SQL Server. It will display MS SQL Server when you select the default instance. But when you select the named instance, you need to specify the name. You need to specify the name of the instance like prod, dev, test, stays, build, like that you need to select, sir. When you are practicing on your laptop in real world, they will provide you the name. What is the instance name? They will provide you, sir. Default means no need to ask, sir. Your computer name, your SQL name, both are same only. When you go for default, your computer name and SQL name both are same. But when you go to the named instance, you need to ask what instance name we need to select. What instance name we need to select. Okay, as of now, default instance is already installed in my laptop. I am going for named instance. I am specifying dev, dev as a my instance name. Every instance it gets the instance ID, and the instance ID is also same, sir. Then click on next. Click on next. Here, very important now, server configuration, database engine configuration. These two are very important, sir. Okay, by default, when you select the database engine service, by default, when you select the database engine, you will get the two services, sir. You will get the two services. One is SQL Server service, one is SQL Server service, one is SQL Agent service. One is SQL Server service, one is SQL Agent service. We'll discuss, sir, all these service once we complete the installation. We'll discuss all these components. Along with, you will get one service called SQL Browser service. Very, very important question. What is SQL Server Browser service? How it will help you? Okay, all these points we'll discuss, sir, once we complete the SQL installation. We'll discuss. Now, I told you, right? Either you wanted to install SQL Server service. These two services are very important. Okay, so when you select the database engine, when you select the database engine service, this is the two service you will get it, sir. One is SQL Agent service, SQL Database Engine service. So by default, these services are installing with the local accounts. Local accounts. If you don't want local accounts, if you wanted to use the service account, go to here, click on browse, and provide your service account name. Provide your service account name and provide the password. Provide the password, sir. So you already created the service account, right? And get the service account and provide the password. Provide the password and copy the same service account and paste it here and provide the password, sir. Provide the password and make it as a automatic. Make it as a automatic. So one things are here. So when you select the database engine, okay, by default you will get the two service. If you select integration service, you will get integration service. If you select reporting service, you will get the reporting service. You will select the analysis service, you will get the analysis services. Okay, so let me go to back, sir. Just I wanted to show you. Let me go to the back. Let me go to again back to feature selection, sir. Okay, let me select analysis service. Let me select integration service. Then click on next, sir. Analysis service and integration service also is selected. Okay, here you will see now integration service. Here you will see now analysis services. Reporting services, no, sir, from SQL Server 2016. Okay, see, analysis services, reporting, analysis services, integration services. And if you select the reporting services, you will get the reporting services. So mostly uh, for these services, most of the time we will run with the local accounts only, until unless if application needed, we'll run with the service account. These two are very important, sir. Out of this is very important. SQL Server database engine service. You make sure that you need to run with the service accounts. Okay, we'll discuss, sir, all these concepts once we complete the installation. Okay, now we have one more option, sir. Grant perform volume maintenance task privilege to SQL Server database engine. This option is also very important. Just make a note on, sir. Okay, there is a concept called IFI, instance file installation. There is a concept, sir. Okay, instance file installation. Once you install the SQL Server, you can enable this feature, or while you are installing SQL Server, you can select this option. Okay, what is that instance file installation? I will make a separate video in L1, sir. Okay, when you go to our YouTube channel. Okay, so there is L1 playlist. If you go to the playlist, okay, there is L1, sir. Here I will place that what is instance file installation, what is the purpose, how to enable, what is the advantages, what is the disadvantages. You need to go and verify, sir. You need to go and verify. You need to, along with our sessions, this is very very important. Again, you will get two more playlists, three more playlists, sir. One is SSIS, SSRS, along with the integration service. You need to watch this. Almost here you will find 20 videos, sir. Along with our regular sessions, like almost we will discuss 80 plus sessions. Along with this 80, this 20 are also very very important. Okay, so as of now, just won't don't select anything as of now. Okay, so go and watch that video. I will update you, sir, once we make the video. I will update you on that part. As of now, just ignore this part. No need to worry. Okay, then go to the collation. Collation, sir. Collation is nothing but language. So very very important, very very sensitive, sir. Okay, so by default it will be Latin, that is nothing but English. In case if your application team is telling that you need to choose this collation, nothing, sir. Go to the custom and here go to the collation and choose what collation your application team is expecting from you, sir. Expecting from you. You need to choose this collation. So mostly, sir, 98% will go for default collation. Very rare case your application team will come to you and ask, "Hey, can you go and choose this collation like Spanish, Japanese, Chinese, okay, so German." So they will choose this kind of collation. So you can select that collation and just click on OK. So by default we'll go for Latin. In case in the ticket or in the email they are highlighting about the collation, you need to choose that collation without fail. Without fail, sir. Once you install the SQL Server, if you wanted to change the collation, then you are gone. Again, it is very hectic process. So when they will request you to choose the right collation, please be careful. You need to choose the right collation by choosing here and click on OK. Then that collation will be available here. Please don't miss. The collation is very very important, very sensitive. If you forget the collation, if your SQL installation is completed, if you wanted to change the collation, that is very hectic process. Okay, no worries. I will explain you in advanced level how to change the collation. One is with the simple techniques, one is with the complex technique. Okay, both technique I will show you, sir. Okay, not okay? Are you there?
Yes, Subbu.
Yeah. Now click on next. So once you choose the service accounts and you provide the password, set it automatic. Okay. Then click once you choose the collation, then click on next. Okay. This window is very very important, sir. This window is very very important. See, uh, let me, sir. SQL Server 2014 installation step by step. Okay. Let's go for SQL Server 2014. SQL Server 2016 installation step by step. Let's go for SQL installation step by step, sir. SQL Server 2017, 2017 installation, installation step by step. Okay, let's go for SQL Server 2017. 19, this is 14, this is 14, sir. Okay, this is 14 and this is 16 and this is 17. Okay, let's make like this: 14, 16, 17, 19. Okay, now sir, if I go to the 14, okay, if I go to the 14, okay, see sir, when you click on installation, you will see only new SQL Server standalone installation, cluster installation, upgrade. Only these four are available when you are installing 2014, 2012, 2008 and 8R2. But when you go to the SQL Server 2016, when you go to the SQL Server 2016, when you go to the installation, you will see standalone, SSMS, data tools, cluster, new or standalone installation. See, sir, see. So before SQL Server 2016, 2016, okay, SSMS is part of installation actually. But from SQL Server 2016, SSMS has been separated. Are you able to see, sir? SSMS, this tool, sir. Before SQL Server 2016, this SSMS is part of this installation actually. But from SQL Server 2016, this tool has been separated. Separated. Are you able to see, everyone? Are you there? Yes, no?
Yes, Subbu.
Yes. One point, sir, make a note. Someone asked, right, what is the difference when you are installing SQL Server means? SSMS has been separated from SQL regular installation from SQL Server 2016. Make a note. If you go to the 2017, sir, if you go to the SQL Server 2017 installation, shit, SQL Server 2017 step-by-step installation. If you go to the step-by-step installation, 2017 or 2016 I selected. Okay, okay, here, once you complete here, okay, now see, sir, from SQL Server 2017, reporting services also separated from the regular installation. Not from 2017, sir. 2016 SP2 onwards. 2016 SP2 onwards, reporting services also separated from regular installation because in SQL Server 2016, Microsoft came up with a concept called Power BI, one new reporting tool, sir. One new reporting tool. So what Microsoft made means, let's make reporting services also separate installation. So SSMS has been separated, reporting services also separated. 2 points, make a note down, sir. When you are installing SQL Server before 2016, after 2016. After 2016, SSMS has been separated, reporting services also separated, but before 2016, SSMS reporting services are part of regular installation. Okay, not okay, everyone. Are you there, online people? Hey, yes, no?
Yes, Subbu.
So if someone is asking before SQL 2016, after SQL 2016, before SQL 2016, reporting services SSMS is part of our regular installation. From SQL Server 2016, SSMS and reporting services are different installation, a separate installation. Okay, make a note down. Now scroll down. Everything is same, sir. Everything is same. Only you will see major differences here, sir. Database engine configuration. Let's go to the database engine configuration. Okay, let's go to the database engine configuration. Okay, let's go to the database engine configuration. So this image, okay, fine. This image is fine. This image is fine. Then let's go to the database engine. Now see, sir. Okay, now see. Before SQL Server 2016, okay, we have only server configuration, sir. We have only server configuration, data directories configuration, file stream. There is no tempdb, there is no max drop, there is no memory. But in SQL Server 2016, tempdb has been added. Tempdb new window has been added. When, sir? In SQL Server 2016. In SQL Server 2017, okay, user instance has been added in SQL Server 2017. But when you go to the 2019, tempdb, max drop, memory has been added. Even in 22 also same, sir. Even 22 also same. In 2019, max drop has been added, memory has been added, and 2022 also same. Means if someone is asking what is the major difference, new tempdb window has been added from SQL Server 2016, not in 2014 before. And 2019, tempdb, max drop, memory has been added. Got you, everyone? Are you there? So you need to compare like this, sir. Yes, no.
Yes, Subbu.
Okay, sir. This window is very, very important for us. This window is added in 2016. These two windows has been added from SQL Server 2019. 19. Okay, so try to remember, sir. As of now, I am not discussing anything about tempdb. I am not discussing max drop. I am not discussing my memory. I am not discussing file stream. Nothing, sir. I am not discussing anything. Okay, just make a note down because tempdb we are going to discuss almost 6 hours, and max drop will discuss almost 3 hours. Memory will discuss almost 6 to 9 hours. Okay, 6 to 9 hours. File stream you will get in the L1 session, sir. You will get in the L1 session. So these are very, very complex concepts, very important concepts, very, very important concept. As of now, you no need to worry, sir. Just go for default option. No need to change anything, sir. No need to change anything. Just to go for default option. In our throughout our journey, we'll discuss lot about tempdb, lot about max drop, lot about memory, lot about file stream. Make a sense, everyone? Just if someone is asking what is the major difference, you will see in the installation, SSMS has been separated, reporting services has been separated, tempdb new window has been added, max drop new window has been added, memory new window has been added while you are installing the SQL Server. Okay, not okay, sir. Okay, sir, very, very easy. Don't make more complex. Uh, 1 or 2 times once you install the SQL Server, it is very easy. Just you need to click on next, and select the features. Apart from nothing, sir. Once you become stronger in all this concept. Firstly, we don't know about what is this authentication mode, what is this tempdb, max drop, memory. We don't know anything, sir. So that will make more complex as of now. But going forward, it will make so easy to install the SQL Server. I will make so easy, sir. No worries. Now, sir, this window, very, very important. Authentication mode, no worries, sir. Again, I told you that this is basic installation. This is basic installation. I am not deep diving anything. Okay, because we don't know what is security, we don't know what is Windows, we don't know what is SQL logins, all this stuff we don't know, sir. Right now, select Windows authentication or go to the mixed authentication. Okay, and select the Windows authentication, sir. Right now, select the Windows authentication or go for mixed authentication, sir, and provide the password. Try to remember the password, sir. Very important. This password for SA account means when you are connecting to SQL Server, there are two authentication. One is Windows authentication, one is SQL authentication. Choose the SQL authentication, provide SA, and try to provide the password. You can connect to the SQL Server. Connect to the SQL Server, sir. Okay, so choose the mixed mode and provide the password. Remember that password the time being. This window I will explain in the security concept, sir. Complete when we are discussing security, most probably next week, sir. Next week, once we complete uh, recovery models, backups, restore, then we'll go for security only. Once we complete the security, we'll go for rest of the concepts, sir. So when we are discussing security, I will discuss everything about this concept. As of now, no need to worry. Just select the mixed mode and provide the password. And just as of now, just click on add. Sorry, click on add current user. As of now, sir, make sure that one thing, sir, when you are connecting to your laptop, I am not sure how many people are providing the password. So if in case you are not providing the password, please set the password, sir, for your laptops. Set the password for your laptops. Okay. As of now, just click on add current user. Again, sir, I will come back this entire window under security. Make a sense, everyone? Just select the mixed mode, provide the password, click on add current user. As of now, just choose this option. When we are discussing security, I will come back this concept in the security. I will explain everything, sir. Make a sense, everyone?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Okay. Now go to the data directories. Okay. I told you right, sir, yesterday. Okay. Where is sir? Oh, it's closed. Sir, installation is very easy. Okay. Going forward, first time you are seeing, right, it will think that okay, it's very hard. No, sir, it's very easy. Installation is when compared with Oracle, SQL installation is very easy. Okay, I told you right, sir. Batch. Oh, sorry. This is batch 38. I open. Go to the home page. Batch 39. Yesterday I told you, right? You remember data files need to go for OneDrive, log files need to go for OneDrive, TempDB need to go for OneDrive. You remember, sir? Everyone?
Yes, Subbu.
Yes, right.
Yes, yes,
So
Subbu.
that is sir. So data files I'm going for one, sir. Currently, that's what in my local laptop I'm having only one drive, sir. Okay, that's what I told you, right? I will show you everything in clusters, real world experience, sir. Until then, just practice whatever in a simple basic SQL installation only. It won't make any harm, sir. When we are discussing clusters, I will show you how real world looks like. How real world looks like. As of now, just select a default, sir. Currently in your laptop, you are having only one drive, mostly one or two drives. So go and select only that drive, sir. But in real world, what we will do, right? In real world, data files will go to the one drive. Log files will go to the one drive. Backups will go to the different drive. TempDB will go to the different drive, sir. TempDB we will place in a different drive. And TempDB, so when we are discussing TempDB troubleshooting, sir, like so so when we are discussing TempDB troubleshooting, like how we will discuss log file, data file, TempDB troubleshooting. So we'll discuss lot about this window, sir. What is this window? What is this initial size? What is the how many files? What is the initial size? Where we need to keep? Everything we'll discuss when we are discussing TempDB architecture, TempDB contention, TempDB spells, TempDB best practice, TempDB enhancement, TempDB troubleshooting, TempDB latency. All this we'll discuss, sir. That's what I told you, right? It will take more hardly 4 to 5 hours to discuss only related to TempDB. Very critical database, sir. TempDB is okay. Very critical database. As of now, no need to worry, sir. Just go for default option. Just go for default option. Okay. So go to the default settings. Go to the default data directories. Let's go for default directories. Let's go for TempDB also. Let's go for default. Max drop is one of the crucial component. Okay, feature in entire SQL Server. So we will discuss about a max drop, what is the max drop best practice, how you will decide this value, okay, what is costless of parallelism, what is parallelism, what is CX packets, what is CX consumers. We'll discuss a lot about max drop in the advanced level. As of now, no need to worry. Memory also we will discuss a lot. As of now, no need to worry. Okay, so file stream we'll discuss. As of now, no need to worry, sir. So all these options in respect to concepts we'll discuss in depth one by one. As of now, go for default settings. Okay, go for default settings. So choose mixed mode and provide the password. Click on add current user as of now. Then click on next. Okay, so here, sir, analysis service very important. You need you need to ask your application team whether I need to configure analysis service in a tabular mode or in a multi-dimensional mode. Tabular mode or multi-dimensional mode. They need to confirm, sir. We don't know anything. Okay, make a note down. And as of now, here also you need to just click on add current user, your login, sir. As of now, and this option will confirm by your application team. Choose that option, and where you wanted to store your data files and log files, you can basically wherever you are keeping this one. Mostly you need to keep there, but in case uh, this is very important for them, analysis service also very important for them. Try to encourage your application team, create a separate disk for analysis databases. Sir, database engine is very critical for us basically, but sometimes analysis service also very critical for application team, sir. In that cases, try to encourage your application team to create a separate disk for analysis service. Okay, sir, are you getting or not getting, everyone?
Yes, Subbu, clear.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay, sir. What I mean to say is sometimes we don't know, sir. We feel that as a database administrator, we feel that database engine is very critical, but that will be decided by your application team, sir, because we don't know anything, right? We are just installing the SQL Server. Later, they are doing everything. We are just maintaining. So for them, analysis service is very important, not database engine. So let them answer. Let them answer. Ask a question, a simple question, where we need to keep analysis service. Whether you are creating a separate disk for analysis service, or whether we need to keep uh, in a regular mechanism, like wherever you are keeping data files, right? We can keep in the same files. But that is not a best practice, sir. If analysis service, your files are very important, sir. What they will do means they will create the cubes. Your analysis engineer people will create the cubes, which will improve the performance actually. And troubleshooting you need to do, sir. Migrations you need to do. Backups you need to do. But development part, no, sir. That's what I told you, right? I will take a separate session for analysis service. As a DPA, what and all activities you will do. That is very important, sir. Because DBA, not only database engine, you need to focus on analysis, you need to focus on integration, you need to focus on reporting services. Okay, as a DBA part, sir, granting the permission, revoking the permissions, taking the backups, performing upgradations. DBA you need to take it, sir. Only database engineer, no. You may also get chance to work with the analysis service, reporting service, integration service. Okay, so if analysis service is very important for them, ask them which server mode we need to select, either tabular mode or multi-dimensional mode. One more mode will be available, sir, that is PowerPoint mode. PowerPoint mode, sir. Okay, so which mode we need to deploy your analysis service. Then once you select everything, then click on next. Okay, so everything will be selected in this config file. This file location is here, sir. Okay, this file location is here. So next time if you want to install with the same configuration, you no need to open the setup file and select all this option. You can install with this config file as well. Good, you can install, sir. I will show you, sir, later on I will show you. So next time if you wanted to install same configuration, same set of configuration, no need to again click on next, click on next, click on next, blah 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 something. You can do some modification in the config file which is available here. Okay, which is available here. So for example, go here and you can do the modification here, and you can run this config file and it will try to install the SQL Server directly. You will get this window, sir, installation window. When you click on install, it will install your SQL Server, sir. That's it. I am not installing, sir, because in my laptop already I'm having three instance. So if you click on install, it will install the SQL Server, sir. Questions now, you can ask the questions, sir. Lot many questions on your mind, no worries, sir. Everything will be clarified.
Hello, Shabu.
Yes, yes.
How can we assign a CPU and memory to the SQL Server instance?
Later, sir. Later, sir. Once we done, you can assign the CPU, you can assign the memory, sir. That's what.
Okay,
Everything we'll discuss. That's what basic installation. I starting itself told yesterday. It's a basic installation. I am not deep diving, sir. Okay.
okay,
Basically, we must also know about lot of concept, right? So when we are troubleshooting, sir, see every troubleshooting like CPU troubleshooting, memory troubleshooting, IO troubleshooting, 18456. You will get everything deep dive, sir. I will explain everything. How you need to set the memory, how you need to set the CPU, how you need to configure TempDB, how you need to configure log files, how you need to configure data files. Everything you will get it with the deep dive, and I will share this document to you. Okay.
okay. Thank you.
This is just a basic installation, just a normal installation, sir. Apart from nothing else we discussed. Just click on next, 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 next. That's it.
So in 2022, as a management studio won't be included, and we have to download separately to connect to whatever the instance we are installing, right?
No, sir. In SQL Server 2016 onwards, no.
Okay,
2016
okay.
onwards, SSMS has been separated. You need to go to here, SQL Server Management Studio download. The Management Studio download. Okay, and you need to download this one and you need to install, sir. Click on next, next, next.
Yeah, sir.
It
Just
will install.
downloaded. Installing.
Yeah. Okay. Now when you download this one, this is how the setup file looks like, sir. SSMS. Just double click on this one, then click on next, next. Once you click on
Sir.
that one, it will download, sir. It will download, and once you run the setup file, okay, you will get this window. Just you need to click on next, 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 and install. Already one setup file is running, right? Due to that, it is not opening, sir. Okay, otherwise you can run this one. So let me close this one. Okay, so SSMS is a client tool, sir, where Microsoft provided to install the to connect to the SQL Server. Like you know about putty, or someone will call it as a putty, someone will call it as a putty. Okay, so you know about the Toad, you know about the SQL Plus, you know about the Workbench. Every database management system having separate tools, sir. MySQL they will use Workbench. Uh, Oracle people they will use SQL Plus or Toad. SQL Server they will use SQL Server Management Studio. Okay, Linux people they will use Putty. So SSMS is a tool to connect to the SQL servers. Tomorrow we'll see all these concepts. Tomorrow we'll complete the development part along with a little bit about couple of services.
Sir, once we have downloaded, let's say if you want to do any modification in the installation, so is it possible only through the GUI after a SQL Server installation, or we can go to the same window which you have been and then we can do the modifications?
What kind of modifications, sir?
Let's say if I want, like, I mean, not necessarily can we do have options to change like memory and max
No,
stop
no, that
everything.
you need to that you can do everything from here itself. No need any installation, sir.
Okay,
So in
like what
case
are the
if
things?
you, yeah, sorry, yeah, yes, yes.
Nothing, sir. Like, what are the things that has to be like modified, like only through that installation GUI, apart
Okay,
from the
like
SQL?
so, like for example, if you wanted to install analysis services, if you wanted to install reporting services, if you wanted to install integration services, i- then you will go to the installation, sir. Okay, installation kind of things you can do it from there. Rest, tempdb configuration, memory configuration, max drop configuration, you can do it from here itself. No need any installation, sir.
Sir,
No need.
once the named instance is created, can we modify it?
No instance name, no server name you can, sir.
Okay.
That's what. Instance name, no server name you can. Okay, from tomorrow onwards it will be good, sir, because we'll go for practical theoretical, practical theoretical. Okay, not okay.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, sir. See you tomorrow. Next week onwards the sessions will be bit longer, sir. Now I'm just stopping at 1 hour, 1.5 hour, but next week onwards we'll go for 2 hours, 2 hours 15 minutes. We need to cover lots, sir. Actually concept will start from Friday. Very, very important concepts. Okay.
Sure, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. See you tomorrow, sir.
Thank you.